what an intro! Get you hyped up because we just had the 62nd running of the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway. This is Driver's View for the 5th edition. We're gonna talk about the Daytona 500 and what happened. So let's get into it. Let's get into the main points. Let's get into everything. Here is all the summary and my thoughts on the 2020 Daytona 500. So we're gonna start, of course, with one of the main points of the race, the main irritation factor that it was, the rain delay. Yeah, those words are a complete and utter game breaker. Every single NASCAR fan that I've seen was cursing at Mother Nature, and I don't blame them. The race was delayed a day, and I've seen video from mainly Alex Bowman's Instagram. I don't think we can pull that up there because it's gone now. It was a story, blah blah blah. But the rain was actually terrible. Like, oh, it really looked bad. But yeah, so that, of course, it really looked bad. I don't think they could have raced in it, so it was a wise call to do a rain delay. But again, if you wanted to watch the race, it's kind of annoying. Really annoying. But yeah, so we got in there. We had 20 laps of racing, of course, first, and that was pretty good. And then we got into the racing, and here are some of the main points that I wanted to talk about. Firstly was, of course, well, I'm a sensation seeker, so I'm gonna talk about the wrecks. And the first wreck was by William Byron. The car just spun into the infield, possibly caused by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but that's not entirely sure. I couldn't make it out from the picture, but it does look like there was a bit of contact between the 47 and the 24, but I could have imagined that, of course. I don't know, I'm going crazy anyways. So, but yeah, the William Byron's crash, it was probably caused by Stenhouse, but again, I can't be sure, so I won't do I won't talk about it. Ooh. So, well, the next big wreck thing was Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s crash. So we're like 50 hours later than the first wreck. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. crashes. The camera really sucked on this one, cause like there was some contact or something between one driver and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and then Stenhouse Jr. just wrecked. That's all I saw. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold, sorry. And that immediately just shut over all limits of this microphone. I'm completely sorry. But, yeah, so Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wrecked. Not really important. He wasn't running front at all anymore. Like, he won stage 1, I believe, but nah, he really wasn't doing all that hot in the later stages. At least, from my point of view, he wasn't. The third big wreck, I mean, was also the first big one. And this big one featured a few notable drivers, of course. We're gonna talk, of course, the cause, which was Brad Keselowski. There was a bit of contact between him and the car behind him, some back runner or something, I don't know. And they just completely all wrecked. Notable drivers in it were, of course, Aric Almirola. Second time in 3 years that he's robbed of a Daytona 500 victory, because he had the speed, he could have done it, but unfortunately the faith wasn't there. It wasn't his destiny, as you would say. He couldn't make it. Of course, Jimmy Johnson, everyone had high hopes for him. They even put a camera in his car for the 500, but no, he just has to wreck out. Yeah, it was luckily a late wreck, but again, Johnson didn't really have much chances, I'd say. I don't think he had a chance of winning the 500. But hey, this is also a terrible start for your last season of a 7-time champion, you know, so it's really quite sad for the for Jimmy. But hey, and the last notable driver I want to talk about is Kurt Busch. Of course, he had his terrible, he has won a Daytona 500 before, but couldn't do it again apparently, which is, of course, kind of sad, but hey, well, there's no positive side to it, so I can't say look at it from a positive side, so yeah, that's sad. And of course, there was also this, which I'm not sure if I placed it right in the video, but hey, I don't care, about Kyle Busch had some issues with the car, something that came, some smoke from under the car, I don't know. Anyway, then came the second big one. Again, a few notable drivers. First one, the causer of it was, from my point of view, and I'll probably get killed for this, Ross Chastain. I mean, I know there was a bit of contact with, I believe, with another car. I'm not quite sure which one it was, but then Chastain went down, started getting all loose, and completely wrecked everyone. And yeah, that kind of sucked. The notable driver that was involved, of course, was Joey Logano, Daytona 500 winner, and well, yeah, he had a shot. I'd say not as good of a shot as Aric Almirola, but he could have done it in the like 4 laps to go or something. No, I don't think he could have. Again, I'm totally breaking the limits of this microphone. And, well, of course, notable was Chase Elliott's 360 across the infield as he just missed that wreck. I mean, I think his fire shoe is completely brown right now and yellow, because I would have certainly crapped my pants if I was in his situation. But hey, well done to him. At least it looked like he escaped the wreck. Maybe he went to the pits. I don't know. Then at the restart, there was a wreck between Michael McDowell and Clint Bowyer. Again, both spun tires. Both were equally at fault. It was a racing incident, in my opinion. And, well, it just sucked. There was not really a lot to say about that. It's not like anything interesting or something happens. Well, let's get on. Oh god, no, sorry. Sorry for everyone who's using a microphone, who's using headphones, because this is bad. Anyways, we gotta get on to the elephant in the room, the big juicy meat of the video, Ryan Newman. Oh no. So, if you don't know what happened, coming to the finish line, Blaney was battling Newman for the win, with Denny Hamlin close behind him. We'll get to that Hamlin later. And all of a sudden, there was a bit of hard racing. Blaney threw a block. No, Newman threw a block. Blaney got under him, got over him, and it all ended with Ryan Newman flying into the sky, ending up on another car, landing on his roof, and having been taken to the hospital. And it was just a terrible, terrible wreck, like absolutely horrible. And this is why innovation is good, people, because like 15 years ago or something, this wreck would have been lethal. We would have had no more Ryan Newman. But because of the Gen 6 car being so safe, I say we applaud the people who thought of it, because he is not in a life-threatening situation anymore. He's completely safe, blah blah blah. He's, well, not completely safe, but he is not life-threatening anymore. He's in the hospital being treated for his injuries, but it's not life-threatening anymore, so he won't die, which is good. And well, it's a really, really sad moment for NASCAR for this. And of course, I think me and all other viewers of this channel wish him a good and fast recovery. And well, yeah, now the wonder is who's gonna replace him in the next few races, because, well, who? I've seen rumors going around about Chase Briscoe, which is a fair shot in my opinion, so yeah, that's my shot as well. And well, the last notable thing that we have to talk about is Denny Hamlin, his second Daytona 500 win in 2 years. Wow. He wins his third ever Daytona 500 and second in a row. That's awesome. I mean, if there was any doubt before this that Denny Hamlin is one of the Daytona 500 greats, it's now gone. 3 Daytona 500 wins. That is like third in overall Daytona 500 wins or something. I'm pretty sure. And well, it's just, I'm sorry, truly amazing that he can do that. It's truly, I've just gotten way more respect for Denny Hamlin because of this. Already was one of my favorite drivers, but he's now doing way better than I ever thought he would do. And again, let's get him to another championship season, I suppose. So yeah, that was the show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to. I mean, I'm not forcing you or anything, but this is one of the best channels on YouTube. I wish. So subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.